feel weak, drained.
I feel too drained dry.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if you had free reign?
Wyll, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous.
I can feel the Shadow's
Sounds
power
like
here,
already.
but they don't seem... Interesting. The Shadow Curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. This is no cavern. This is true darkness. Perhaps Lady Shah will show you a path to her embrace if you are worthy. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? First, come closer. Hands up. Jonas, move in!
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
Take you.
Shit. The shadows took Jonas. Make every strike count.
Jonas! No! What are you doing?
Come on. Can't stay idle.
The shadow. Finish them off!
Can't give up. Got to concentrate. Time to deal some punishment.
Time to push my luck again. Done. Take you!
Time to move.
What's the plan? What should I do?
Fleet of foot.
Still on my feet. Can't slow down.
Don't linger.
Got to focus. Can't give up. Not now.
Nicely fought. You've got some chops. More will be here soon. We need to go. There's a place nearby. Keep close. Avoid the shadows.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
That dead bird must be laden with cursed shadow. I wouldn't touch it.
This place is protected. You might find allies here, or at least supplies.
Wasn't sure we'd see light again.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He's with me.
Come. Jahira! Hello.
Nervous? I've an inkling you've reason to be. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Your request falls deep into the nameless reaches of your patron's home plane. It seems to be met with deafening silence.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet, too. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Didn't hang around too long. A vampire spawn and a monster hunter in the same group. We're not going to have trouble, are we?
Aye. Our asses.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? Very serious of you. But go ahead. Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been dwelling on becoming a Dark Justiciar. Perhaps seeing the power of Shah unleashed on that land is keeping the thought in my mind. But don't worry. I still have plenty of room for you in both mind and heart. You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warm... How can I help?
Greetings. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No. That's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers. It is done.
Copper for your thoughts?
Fuck yeah.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. isn't it? Imagine the entire cult under our thumb. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity before us. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe and enjoy a little world domination on the side. You can't tell me that doesn't sound fun. I knew I was right about you. It's so good to find a kindred spirit. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic. Need something?
I've attended my share of fancy balls and masquerades. A few elegant moves can turn all the right heads. Figured it was time to brush up on my skills. I wouldn't want to fail my new partner. I know a few people who might beg to differ, but the only one that matters is here with me now. May I have this dance? Don't worry. It's not really about the dance. It's about whose we're dancing with. How utterly charming. No need to be modest. You were a delight to behold. Now, perhaps we might try a more intimate style. So much shadow around us. To think I almost missed the light. Well, it's getting late. We can't face the morrow if we don't bid farewell to the now. Good night. And thank you. For the dance, I mean. I won't forget it.
I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. Just a pity I'm not responsible for it. Wyll comes from an old, traditional line. I doubt his family would like their heir to introduce them to his lover's lover. In truth, I don't think I'd want to be your spare lover. I'd always want more of you than you'd have to spare. But there's no hard feelings. Genuinely. You deserve happiness. And I'm more than glad to remain with you to bear witness to it. Don't be foolish. You're far too handsome to hate. May the darkness protect you. Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person, owing to you. I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. Sometimes it can be difficult to know what you want. I won't lie. Foolish, I know. But allow me to wallow in the fantasy. You truly end things with Wyll to be with me. I won't lie. You may be what's been missing from...
I'm sorry. I was imagining my younger days. We may never be dance partners, but we have fellowship, and I wouldn't trade that for all the gold in the gate. Well, that's the Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Huh. So, that's what people mean.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira. Not personally. I mean, I wish. She's an absolute legend. Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Just about.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had 'em.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Sorry, if it costs me, it costs you. Take care now.
See any movement out there?
Too dark to tell.
I better get close.
Well,
Watching us.
well, well.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Not the same cow I saw at the Druid's Grove, is it?
Aha! Thought I sensed an infernal. What are you doing here?
Same thing as you, I reckon. Trying to stay out of the shadows. Hold on. I know you. The weaponsmith, right? Drafted into the Blood War when your city was swallowed by Avernus. Not too different from my own story. Well done making it out alive.
Same to you. Though unless my senses deceive me, you brought a bit of the hells back with you. Infernal engine?
Who needs a heart when you've got one of these to keep you warm? Thank you, Zariel.
Forget warm. You're burning up. Might be burning out a piston ring. Or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Please do. I've been dying to find an infernal mechanic.
Now that's hot. Too hot. I think I could sort you out. But I'll need some infernal iron and a lot of luck.
Hey, soldier. We've got some infernal iron already. Let's give it to him, eh? Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Let me sleep on it. I just might be able to work something out. Hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. I'll need more infernal iron either way, though, so keep your eyes open. Take care.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Sooner rather than later would be good. I feel like I'm burning serious fuel. Oh, fuck yes. I'm ready to burn all night. Speaking of, I could eat a giant badger. Is it almost time for dinner?
It's you. A makeshift Harper's fire might not... And if you find any interesting materials in need... I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. I could sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything? It's perfect. Really. Just a moment, I'll be able to work. Need anything? Well, well, well. I knew I smelled something. And I know just what to do. Need anything? I'll be here if you need...
What's the story?
Still alive. So that's progress.
Don't wander far. We need to talk. Please. Be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh my gods!
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorn. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
This will do nicely.
Come along,
My path be true.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Take sword.
Ketheric wants her alive, at any cost.
Taking position.